This session is on perhaps the most significant skill that you will develop in chemistry, and you'll use it throughout the year. It's called dimension analysis. Dimension analysis in chemistry you will find that chemistry does not deal with numbers like mathematics. Did you hear that? Chemistry deals with something called quantities. And quantities, any one quantity is a unit and a number combined. I started with the word unit because a unit can be all sorts of things: grams, ounces, pounds, Celsius degrees, whatever. So if you go in a lab and I say get 3, you won't know. But if I say 3 grams of sodium chloride, now the quantity is grams of sodium chloride. It's not the number 3. In mathematics, the relationship between 12 and 1 is certainly 12 does not equal 1. But in chemistry, we're the oddballs. We can have 12 times the unit inch equals 1 times the unit foot. Okay? And if we desire, let's say we divide both sides by 1 foot here. And I'll show you where I'm going. Both sides, divide by both sides by the same thing, I don't change the value. But this whole thing over here is equal to 1. So I have 12 inches over 1 foot is equal to 1. That is called a conversion factor. How does it work? If you want to take 36 inches and convert it or change it to feet, you multiply 36 inches by a conversion factor. They're all equal to 1. So dimension analysis is really multiplying by 1. We put what we want to get rid of, what unit, in the denominator because it cancels out. And what we want to gain is the unit feet or foot if it's 1 in the numerator. And we put the numbers in. 12 here and 1 here. Remember, 12 does not equal to 1, but 1 times a foot is equal to 12 times inches. 12 into 36, the answer is 3 feet. So, in dimension analysis, we always put what we want to remove in the denominator. We want to remove inches, and what we want to gain, or what we want to produce or create, we put in the numerator. And we multiply it. Since it's equal to 1, we are not changing the value. Now let's go to a real problem. Let's say we take a trip to some place that is pretty common. Let's say we take a trip to Mars. And in case you haven't been there, on Mars, we only have $10 with us, by the way. We are traveling on a budget plan. $10 is all we have. And we land there and we see this first sign that a super meal, and in case you don't know it, the cuisine is outstanding in Mars. The super meal cost 75 zangs. Now that sounds like a bargain. 75 zangs. That's a super meal. Okay, so we don't know if we can buy that super meal. But the Martians don't like a lot of visitors, by the way. But if you do go there, they'll begrudgingly give you their conversion tables. And the conversion tables goes like this. First it says $1 is equal to 3 oinks. Well, that's great. Meals and zangs, and here they give us a conversion factor of oinks. But they also smile and they say, well, but also 4 oinks. First smile I've seen from them for a long time. 4 oinks equals 8 zangs. Now we have both dollars and zangs in here, and we can solve the problem perhaps. We start off using dimension analysis, $10. We put what we want to get rid of in the denominator. We want to get rid of dollars. Dollars are gone, and we look up here. The only thing we have in the conversion factor between dollars is oinks. Notice I didn't put the numbers in first. Don't put the numbers in. Put the units in. Now we put in the numbers, 3 for the oinks and 1 for the dollar. So now we know our $10 are worth 10 times 3, 30 oinks. But that doesn't help us. We need to go to zangs. So we're going to get rid of oinks. We put oinks down here in the denominator. And zangs. So we have now, we look at our conversion factor, 4 oinks and 8 zangs. So our units are in zangs. All we have to do is multiply our numbers. 10 times 3, 30 times 8, 240 over 4 times 1, 4. That comes out to be 60 zangs. Well, we're in trouble. We better learn to wash dishes. Now, we're done with this. What I did here is show you that dimension analysis and use as a tool for conversions is multiplication by 1. We set up the conversion factor to cancel out what we don't want and create what units we do want. When we can't do it in one conversion factor, we can use 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever in sequence to finally get to where we want. Okay, we'll stop there. In conversions 2, we will start with the international system of measurements and metric units, and then we'll get real. Okay, we'll stop right there.